Hello everyone, this is a video that's going to give you a tour of Noteflight Learn and show you some of the different things that you can do in Noteflight. What it is it's a cloud-based music writing software program, and Noteflight Learn is a school-friendly version of Noteflight that integrates with Google Classroom. Your first assignment with Noteflight Learn is to log into Noteflight Learn and create 8 measures in Noteflight. But before you get down to the assignment part of this document and follow those directions, we are going to go through several of the features of Noteflight together. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is go to the website that is in this document. If you're not in the document yet, it's the intro to Noteflight Learn and create your first 8 measures document that was attached to your assignment, or that was put in the materials for your class. Okay, under under the topic Noteflight. Okay, everything related to Noteflight will be underneath that topic in the classroom. Once you've got the document open, you're going to follow the directions that are in the document. You don't even need to watch this video to follow these directions, but this video will definitely help more people to understand what they're going to do. So we're going to follow these directions in this video as kind of our guide. So you're going to click on the website that's listed there. Before you get to this screen is sign in using your Google credentials, right? So it will take you in when you go the first time to the website, and you'll have to sign in. So you can either sign in with Google, or you can type in your information for your Google username or email and password, and then it will take you to this site. Okay, and from this page, what you're going to do is you're going to click on Create. And you're going to scroll down and you're going to click on String Orchestra. And then you're going to hit OK. And then this is the screen that comes up. And what you're going to want to do is get rid of this piano keyboard. You can use this piano keyboard to type notes in if you understood what the keyboard means. But we're not going to use that right now. So you go up to the right-hand corner and click on the keyboard, and it goes away. So what you can see here is a music score, and a score is a set of music staffs that are stacked vertically, and they represent different instrument or vocal parts in a piece of music that will be performed. So you can see all the different instruments that we are used to playing in string orchestra: violin, viola, cello, and bass. And violin 1 and violin 2, if you are doing this in beginning orchestra and you don't know what that is yet, don't worry about it too much. Basically, we have 2 sections of violins, and they play slightly different notes to create different musical effects. So now what we're going to do, if we look back at our directions here, we've created our new score. We're going to click on the menu tab and look at some of the menus that are available. So the menu tab is over here on the left. Now, if you click on that, it shows you all of these different menu tabs. Now, the ones that have checks next to them are the ones that are currently listed on the toolbar up on the top. Okay, and all of these different tabs that you can install on your toolbar enable you to do different things within the Noteflight system. And if you click on the edit, which is not checked, then all of these options that come out on this side menu will appear above where it says edit, right? So undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, delete will appear up here. And if you want those to go away, you can always go back to the menu tab and click it off, or you can just click it from within the actual toolbar and it goes away. And you can see that the check also went away. right? So the most important toolbars that you're probably going to need for just creating your music are going to be, if we click off some of these ones, probably duration, okay, because that will give you all of your basic notes. Probably rhythm, but that's not maybe as important as right now, but for now, but you can put that one on there and just not worry about it too much. Pitch, tempo, text, probably not, because we're not going to be writing lyrics for our music just yet, but you would need that if you wanted to write lyrics. And measure is important for many reasons. Repeat, if you want your music to repeat. Dynamics, so that you can change the dynamics. Articulation, so that you can change the articulations. Okay, so we'll just leave those there for now. And once you've got the different kinds of toolbars arranged the way that you need them, you can start to experiment with creating different notes, right? So the way that you write notes in Noteflight is that you can select which type of note you want up here where it says duration, or if you want to write different kinds of rests, you can just click on the rest inside of one of the measures, because the default setting when you start a new score is that all of the measures that are there will have rest. So if you just click on the rest, you can see in the duration part of the toolbar that all of the different types of notes changed to the same kinds of rests. Okay, so you can use those rests to write music with, or if you want to write notes again, you could just click on a line or a space in or below or above the staff that you want to write notes on, and then just click. And it writes a note, and it's written a G on the second line in the triple clef staff for violin 1. Okay. Now, if I wanted to create to make that a half note, I could click on a half note, and it would change it to a half note. Okay. And if I wanted to change that to a whole note, I could click on it, change it to a whole note, half note, quarter, eighth, 16th. And what's nice is that Noteflight will automatically change the rest of the measure to make sure that the type of note that you are trying to put in actually fits. I'm going to put another G here, and I'm going to turn this into a half note. And now you can see it's changed the half rest that was remaining there while I had 2 beats. When I turned this into a 2-beat note, and now I've got 3 beats in these 2 notes, it turned the remaining rest from a half rest into a quarter rest, which only has 1 beat. So now if I count up my beat numbers, I've got 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th beat would fall on this quarter note rest. Okay. So if you haven't tried to do some of this along with me, maybe you should do that on your own score copy, and then continue to play around with the different options. If you want to use your keyboard on your device, if you have a keyboard, it can be a lot faster to put notes in. Like if you know you want to have 4 or 5 G's in a row, right? You can just start from the G, and you can hit a G on your keyboard, and it'll write G's in the version of the note that you have selected. Currently it's quarter notes for me, so it'll just keep writing G's until the cows come home, and when you get done with that, it'll add another measure, and it'll just keep adding measures, and if you hold it down, it'll just write G's. It'll just write G's until the end of time if you want it to. So the way to get rid of those after you've written them is to hit Control and hold down Control and then hit Z, or Command Z if you're on a Mac device. All right, so I'm going to hit Control Z, and I'm just going to take all of those away, and that's the hotkey for undo. You could also click if you have the edit. If you have the editing toolbar installed from your menu, you can click undo, and you can see that the hot command is Control Z. If you click on other lines, you can get the notes going for the other types of instruments. Now, I've just thrown a bunch of notes in there, just kind of haphazardly. Now, if you want to play back your creation, now you can press play, which is up here. Okay, and then when it gets to the end, it will stop, and then you can play it again. You can also pause. You can play. You can stop. It'll take you to the beginning. You can snap back to the beginning and start from a paused or from the play screen. Okay, and so that kind of gives you a sense of what the sound, the rhythmic and the pitch sound of what you have created will actually be like. Noteflight tries to emulate the sounds of the different kinds of instruments that you can pick, and you can change the instruments that you want to use by clicking on the parts, and then the parts will come up, and you can rearrange the order that they appear on the score. Let's see, how do I do that? I thought I could drag it, but I have to click the down arrow and then it moves it down. So you can see how the violin one is traveling down my score. All right, so I'm going to undo that because I want the violin one to be up at the top. But you could delete one of your parts. Now it's taken the violin 2 away. I'm going to undo that. You could add a part, and there are many different types of instruments you could use. Many different types. So if you select one of these categories, like for instance woodwinds, well, now you can access most of the instruments in the band. If you select brass, you can get to all the other ones. You could have a trumpet, tuba, trombone, French horn, and the Noteflight will actually emulate the sounds of those instruments. So you could potentially compose a piece of music for an entire orchestra. Make sure that you press save, right? So when you press save, that's going to save your work, okay? And you also want to give it a title if you want to be able to find it more easily. So, put your name with test score, and then you'll know that was your kind of your exploration score. And if you save that, and then you go out of your score, and you go back to my scores, then it will show your score up in the middle. Okay, hope this helps. As always, reach out with any questions you may have to email to my email, and we can help get you sorted out.